From Galileo to the James Webb Telescope, we're thrilled with the discoveries about our universe. We understand most of the things in the universe with the help of our theory, but sometimes we are surprised by new discoveries. Our theories don't work and our universe remains a mystery. But, this time the Webb telescope has found a mysterious force beyond the darkness of the early universe that will blow your mind.
Because if it's a new kind of object, that's also a discovery. And so, and by the way, the James Webb Space Telescope was conceived and designed to help us understand the origin of galaxies. So we shouldn't be surprised that it's forcing us to scratch our head.
This discovery has forced scientists to think about a whole new physics. To understand this amazing discovery, we have to go back in time when the astronomy community was just taking giant steps to solve the mysteries of our universe. In 1929, when Edwin Hubble found that the galaxies near us are moving away from us, and the more distant the galaxy, the faster it is moving away from us. The discovery caused a stir in the astronomical society. Several cosmological models were published to explain the expansion, and in the end, only one model was accepted by the majority. This was a standard model of our universe known as the Big Bang theory. With the help of this Big Bang model, astronomers found that our universe is expanding at a rate of 67.5 kilometers per second per megaparsec. But a few years later, when the Hubble telescope began its journey, it found that something was wrong with our predictions. When the Hubble telescope observed some galaxies near us, it found that the observable expansion rate exceeds that predicted by the standard model. In response to this, NASA said, the reason for this discrepancy remains a mystery. But the Hubble data, which includes a variety of cosmic objects that serve as distance markers, supports the idea that something strange is going on, possibly involving brand new physics. This discrepancy made scientists reassess their understanding and start over. The scientists were waiting for the new James Webb Space Telescope to start sending data so that they can dive deeper into this mystery. But, no one expected that the Webb telescope would complicate things further. Well, for a few days, space lovers around the world have been enthralled by the ongoing discoveries of NASA's most powerful space machine, the James Webb Telescope. Scientists are thrilled with the data Webb is sending. Many renowned scientists are excited by these new discoveries because they are hoping that the Webb telescope will uncover unknown secrets of the hidden mechanisms that drive the universe. Before moving on, let's first clear up some common misconceptions about our Big Bang model. Everyone thinks that our universe came from a point with an explosion. Well, it's not true. The Big Bang model does not say that the universe was once contained in a single point. Dr. John Mather, a Nobel laureate and the senior project scientist for NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, says, "The Big Bang is a really misleading name for the expanding universe that we see. We see an infinite universe with distant galaxies all rushing away from each other. The name Big Bang conveys the idea of a firecracker exploding at a time and a place, with a center. But the universe doesn't have a center, at least not one we can find. The Big Bang happened everywhere at once, and was a process happening in time, not a point in time." Recently, the Webb telescope has detected galaxies that indicate they exist in the dark ages according to our standard model. But, this is not possible because starting about 400,000 years after the Big Bang and lasting hundreds of millions of years, this so-called dark age of the universe was completely empty. It was really empty. No planets, no suns, no galaxies, no life, just a fog of hydrogen atoms sculpted by the Big Bang and left to fizzle out from the darkness. The dark age is like a limit for our telescopes. Our telescopes cannot see beyond it because there is no light to capture. What happened before the Dark Ages is just a theory made with observations. But, recent discoveries from the Webb telescope have pressured scientists to think about the mysterious force that lurked in the darkness of the early universe. Astronomers are saying that the mystery of galaxies older than our universe will be solved if we have the proper physics to understand the mysteries beyond the dark ages. Beyond the darkness of space, there was a time when all the fundamental forces of our universe were inseparable, with only gravity existing separately. This period of our universe is called the Grand Unified Theory era. The temperature and density of the cosmos during the GUT era was unimaginably gargantuan. This was the time when our universe had not yet begun to expand. But, if we go further back, we find a universe where our laws of physics break down, and to understand this, we'll need new scientific language. The four fundamental forces known today, the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, the electromagnetic force, and the gravitational force, were inseparable at this stage of our universe. We don't have any theory that can explain this state of our universe. In many ways, the beginning of this era is not a logical concept, nor does it have an actual name, because any name presupposes a time, place, or quality, none of which may apply here. According to physicist Danielle Ority at the Max Planck Institute for Gravitational Physics in Potsdam, Germany, this primitive nothing state may have consisted of ingredients that were not space-like or time-like at all. Now, how do we explain this condition of our universe? If this state of our universe is nothingness, then how did something come out of nothingness? Nobel laureate and physicist Frank Wilczek once said, "The reason that there is something rather than nothing, it is because nothing is unstable." This instability led to a phase change in the nothing state, and nothingness was converted into something. The four fundamental forces exist in this emptiness, combined to form a unique force of nature. We don't know exactly what this force is and how it works, but we do know that it is the thing from which all forces came into being. If in the future we have a perfect theory that can explain this empty phase of our universe, we may know how our universe evolved over time. For now we are in the dark, and the existence of such an era is a hypothesis that needs to be proven. We cannot say that there is no theory that can explain the universe, because our present universe works with certain laws of physics, and the early universe is no different from our present one, but to know the early days we need more physics. For now, our physics is incomplete. We have to unite quantum theory, classical physics, and string theory to create a new language that can explain this mysterious force and nothingness in more detail. Although the standard model is not the complete view of our universe, it needs further improvement with future observations by telescopes. Understanding the beginning of the universe is one of the most complicated things we don't understand yet. The more we try to understand it, the more we confuse ourselves. Let me know what you think about the existence of our universe in the comments. Will we ever have a theory of everything that will give us a good understanding about the universe? Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our